I need for people to understand that there's no financial gain for my family and I. What we're doing is sacrificing our careers. We're sacrificing for this community because we know that there's so much more that this community has to offer, and we're willing to be a servant leader to take our city to the very next level. We know that there are people here who want to offer their advice, who want to be a part of the team, so we're here to actually make sure that that happens. Jennifer, thank you for your question. $13.8 million is a lot of money. But my question is does it really exist? If it does exist, what I would do, Jennifer, is I would have a $7 to $8 million surplus, and the remainder of those dollars would be invested back in the community, our community centers, our elderly from a Meals on Wheels perspective, our youth, our troubled youth. We'll make sure that money is invested back in this community and make sure we don't continue to increase taxes here in the city of Monroe. Brad, thank you very much for your question. What I'm going to do different is I'm going to make sure that you can trust the city administration. I'm going to make sure that there's no furloughs for the police department. I'm going to make sure the police cars do not break down on a high-speed pursuit. I'm going to make sure there's entertainment for young people. And I'm going to make sure, Brad, that you have an opportunity to come visit me at City Hall to talk about the issues that are important to you and your friends. Billy, thank you very much for that question. Just want to clear up that issue. I've never been fired, asked to leave, or terminated from any job that I've ever worked on. And also I have documentation to prove that. If you want a copy, send us an email, we'll send you one. Plans for the South Side is we need to have economic development along Winsboro Road, Jackson Street. We need to have economic development along South 2nd. We need to clean up the neighborhoods, and how we're going to do that, we're going to clean it up with a partnership. We're going to make sure the right people are in the right positions that's going to help those citizens on the south side of Monroe who are concerned about their community. Josh, thank you very much for that question. When it comes to senior citizens, they're dear to my heart. I think that we have to continue to take care of those individuals who've served this community in a large capacity. What do I mean by that? Let's make sure there's enough money for Meals on Wheels. Let's make sure that in the summertime when it's hot that they're cool. Let's make sure that in the wintertime when they're cold that they're warm. Let's make sure that we value those individuals and engage them, fully engage those individuals in our community. Hey, Chris, thank you very much for that question. I have a plan for the youth. Through those town hall meetings, we'll get many ideas from young people. We're also working with some of the young people who are currently working on our campaign, who are giving us advice on specifically what are some of the things that young people want to experience here in the city of Monroe. But I ask that you would join us on a youth council or in one of our meetings to talk about specifically what's important to you and your friends. I'm on the south side of Monroe at the Louisiana Purchase Garden Zoo. And they say that they've invested $90 million in the south side of Monroe. I want you to tell me, does it look like this building has $90 million invested in it? Does it look like anything's been invested in this building over the last 10 years? I'm here to tell you that even the animals out here, you can hear them in the background, they won't change. You know, March 24, join all of us as we vote for Johnny Riley for mayor of the city of Monroe. Erica, thank you very much for that question. We want to make sure that there are more jobs here in the city of Monroe. And how will we do that? We'll do it by making sure that the entrepreneurs feel safe on investing here in the city of Monroe. We'll make sure the small business and large businesses have an opportunity to expand here in the city of Monroe. And we also will give individuals opportunities that want to move here to make sure that they understand that this is a safe environment and they can trust government here in the Monroe area. What we want to do when it comes to jobs is we want to make sure that we create jobs in all sectors of the community. We want to make sure that we create jobs from an entrepreneurship standpoint, because those individuals will be able to create jobs, not just current jobs, but also jobs for the future. And we need to invest in the big corporations that are looking for a safe place to do business in the city of Monroe. And we're going to actively go out and look for those particular companies. When it comes to public safety, I think that we really have to take care of our officers that are out there putting their lives on the line each and every day. And as I've said to them in a public meeting of their union, I said that I will be the first one to take a furlough, so there will be no more furloughs for the Monroe Police Department or anybody in the city of Monroe. And I know that's risky to say that, but I think they need to understand that I'm committed to making sure that they can take home a decent wage to their family. And I think that that's part of this discussion and this 1,000 points of community involvement. We have to have people who understand specifically how those budgets work to actually help us help those police officers get the tools that they need. As I say, tools that they need, we need to make sure their cars are operating properly, make sure they have protective vests that they need to make sure they're going to be safe out there on the street and they come home to their sons and daughters each and every night. What I mean by term limits is that if it's good enough for the White House to have 8 years, I think it's good enough for City Hall for us to have 8 years there. So that's why I believe in term limits. I think we can get a whole lot done in 8 years, but I'm committed to serving the people of the city of Monroe, and hopefully they will join me as we move forward to change Monroe. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Team Riley Report. On March 24, vote for Johnny Riley, Mayor, City of Monroe.